In 541 AD, a ship arrived at the port of Pelusium in Egypt. It was carrying grain. It was also carrying something else. Within weeks, people began to die. Not one or two. Thousands. Then tens of thousands. The dying happened fast. A fever would come first. Then swellings. Hard, painful lumps appearing under the arms, in the groin, on the neck. Some people turned black. Some began to hallucinate, seeing phantom ships crewed by headless men. Others fell into a sleep so deep they could not be woken. Most were dead within a week. The disease had a name, though no one knew it yet. Yersinia pestis, the plague, and it had just entered the most powerful empire on earth. The Byzantine Empire in 541 AD was the continuation of Rome. Its capital, Constantinople, was the largest city in the Western world. 500,000 people, markets full, churches gleaming, an emperor named Justinian who dreamed of reuniting the old Roman world. That dream was about to end. The plague moved with terrifying speed. It followed trade routes, by ship, by cart, by foot. Alexandria fell, Antioch fell, Jerusalem fell. Within a year, it reached Constantinople. At its peak, the city was losing 10,000 people a day. 10,000, every day. The emperor himself caught it. He survived, one of the lucky ones. But his empire did not recover so easily. Bodies piled up faster than they could be buried. The streets emptied. Farms were abandoned. The army could not be fed or paid. Tax revenue collapsed. Justinian's great reconquest of the Western Roman Empire ground to a halt. The world that existed before the plague was gone. But what made the Justinianic Plague truly forgotten is what came after. It didn't end. The plague returned again and again. 18 separate outbreaks over the next 2 centuries. Each time, just as the empire began to recover, the disease came back. Historians now believe it killed between 25 and 50 million people. In a world of perhaps 200 million, up to a quarter of all humanity. And almost no one today has heard of it. We know the Black Death, the plague of the 1300s that killed a third of Europe. It dominates the history books, but the Justinianic Plague came first. And in many ways, it changed more. The Byzantine Empire never fully recovered. The weakened borders allowed a new force to rise. The armies of the early Islamic Caliphate swept across the Middle East and North Africa in the 630s and 640s, through territories that had once been firmly Roman. The world map was redrawn. Languages, religions, empires, everything shifted because of a ship and a rat and a flea. That is the thing about history's forgotten catastrophes. They are forgotten not because they were small. They are forgotten because they were so total, so complete, so overwhelming that the world they destroyed left almost no one behind to remember them. The Justinianic Plague did not just kill people. It killed a world. And then the world moved on and forgot it ever existed.